Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As I promised with myself, and I promised myself to record every day a single video, a single day, a single video, and tells you a story about Islamic history so that you can learn something, I can learn something, and I can enhance my skill of English speaking by telling you the story. And today I noticed that I have a drastic changes in my voice, that my voice became some deep. I added some basses in my voice by practicing two simple exercises that I will tell you later, because not a this is not a perfect time to tell you about it, but definitely I will tell you that you can also uh, can be you can also be beneficial by this. You can also enhance the bass in your voice, because if you are listening this voice and you are thinking that it is too treble and it has no bass, so let me know and let me tell you that my voice is in a deep bass. If you check the previous videos, you will you will listen and you will feel you will feel that there is something changes in the present voice that I am telling you, and I am telling you with the voice something that I am not producing with artificial. It is changes, and if I tell you the story with a full voice, you will see some more bases and some more changing. And I hope that I am practicing some exercises for 2 days, for 2 to 3 days, and this exercise helps me and helping me that I can tell you the word more clearly. And it is a simple exercise, and I can tell you, just take a pen and put it in your mouth like this, and try to try to convince a message, try to speak something, and it will change the clarity of your voice and clarity of your words. Definitely I'm changing, I'm feeling that I am practicing it. And the story that I wanna tell you, I have to tell you, and I will tell you the story. I have read 3 times, I have read it 3 times with this method, and I hope I'm convincing and I am converting my words clearly. So it is a simple exercise, and hope it will help me, and if you try, it will help you too. Now come back to the story, and this story is something like the Uqba bin Nafir radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu story that I tell you on the day 14. I hope day 14. No, this is the story that I tell you on the day 15, and today is the day 17, and I am telling you the same level of exciting story. And as you know, Islamic history is full of the story that excited someone's, and that perform in such a way that no one can believe that it can be happen, but it happened by the will of Allah. It happened because the Sahaba, Rasulullah ta'ala, let me tell you something interesting. The way I just congested and I just break my voice, it happened after a while. I have no experience in past 1 month that I am speaking, and suddenly the words break. Before this, before 1 month, I had I experienced a lot that if I tell someone something, and if I am talking with someone, a lot of breaks in my voice happen. But it is a improvement in my voice, and it is improvement in my speaking style, that after a while, after a month, I just felt this breakout. I didn't think how it happened, but it happened. I'm recording it so I can watch. If I watch my this video, so I can uh, understand that how my voice breaks during a conversation after a while, and how to improve it, so it could not so if and I can improve it, so it could not happen again. So uh, let back to the story, and it is already 6:20 minutes, and I am not telling the story, because I am just telling my story to you, so that you can learn something with my experience. You can learn something from my experience, through the way I I walk, through the way I practice, and through the way I experiment with through the way I experiment with myself. So let's back to the story, and this story is another story of the Khalid ibn Waleed. As I remember, yeah, as I recall, that I had tell you another story about Khalid ibn Walid, because Khalid ibn Walid is so interesting personality in Islamic history, that there is no such personality in terms of tactics on the battlefield, in terms of bravery in the battlefield. And he was so brave that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam called him the sword of Allah, the Saifullah. Rasulullah called him Saifullah, that the sword of Allah, sword of Allah. आपके खाते में कितने पैसे जमा हुए हैं? 100 रुपये की राशि डेबिट कर दी गई है. अच्छा, पेट्रोल डलाया था. So there was a time when Muslim army campaigning all other campaigning around the Jaziratul Arab, campaigning in terms of preaching the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the people of earth, to the people of other side, to the people who did not get the message of Islam yet. And something happened, that Muslim army fell to in trouble. The one portion of Muslim army was in Iraq, and the other portion was in Syria, and they messaged through a person that the Muslim army in Syria needed help, but there is a catch. There is a desert. The desert is known as the Samava, Great Al Savama Desert. The one portion Muslim army was in Iraq, and the other portion of Muslim army was in Syria, and there is a Great Al Savama desert between them. And the Muslim army in Syria was already fighting with the non-Muslims, fighting with the Syrian army that was non-Muslim in those days. कौन बोले यार? And everyone thinks that it is impossible to reach after passing the Great Savama desert in 5 days, because the person who bring the message, who brought the message, the person who brought the message from the one portion that was in Syria, he said that we need help in 5 days in any terms. And Great Samava desert was full of sand, and there is no shade, there is no well, and everyone thinks that this is the desert of death. And one and one person or the army cannot pass through it in 5 days. Everyone fears it. But Khalid bin Walid make tactics. He, as you know, he was a brilliant battlefield tactiker, and he was a great commander. He he thinks about the tactics that he could not prepare the horses uh, for the journey. He just brings 20 giant camels and set them free set them free and let them drink water as much as they can possibly good. So if uh, if they took the if the army took them with them took the camels with them, these tactics can be helpful. And this happened after the 4 days, when the army uh, reaching to the Syrian part and crossing the Al Samava desert. After 4 days, their lips dry, their face become red because of the sun heat, and they felt so much thirst that they said to the Khalid bin Walid, if we could not find a way, and if we could not find a supply of water, we can die here, we will die here. But Khalid bin Razallahu had a secret supply of water, as he brought the camel with him with the army. And on the way they are crossing the Al Sawama desert, the guide that was helping them to cross the Al Sawama desert, he feels that there is can be a water inside at that particular place. He told the Khalid bin Walid, and Khalid bin Walid ordered his men to dig dig a well. And they look into, and they are digging and digging, but there was no such sign of water. Everyone fears, but Khalid bin Razallahu did not panic. He ordered his men to dig at that point particularly, and after some times a miracle happened. The greater Savama desert, which has no sign which had no sign of water, suddenly splash and produce a cold water, and everyone cheers up. 5 days crossed, and 5 days crossed. After that, the Muslim army, I'm feeling tired, and I am already recording for 14 minutes. I have to break, but let the story complete, and we will move forward to another task for today. I think major task of the today has been completed, and just journaling task is remaining, and I will do it after that. And this story we will cover tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.